Is it counting down and above?
Yeah.
Wait,
it's counting up.
Oh, counting up, yes. Sometimes it counts down, and then it counts up.
Like, wait, I think that's up.
Our number's moving.
Our numbers moving. I should just say that next time.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Sounds good.
Numbers are moving.
All right, then. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Dungeons & Degrees. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And today we are with Homebrew Coffee Co., Kelly, and Laura. Hi!
Hi!
Hello! We are so happy to be here. Thank you.
I'm excited to talk to you. I bumped into them too at PAX U.
Yes.
There's so many conversations going around. I just remember having a good experience talking with you.
That's fair.
That's fair. Yeah, I remember that too. I remember your job of all things because it just stood out to me.
Yes, it
was just such an odd, very niche and specific job that I was like, I have no idea that even existed.
Yeah, I laugh every time, like, so what do you do? And I'm like, I'm in bingo, and people are like, what the hell does that mean?
That part.
Yeah, you were there. You were networking.
Okay.
Yeah, it was David, Catchy Cantrips, shout out. And we were just sitting there and we were talking to Adrian, and then, small talk is, what do you do for work? And yeah, he works in bingo.
He's big bingo.
He's not the caller. He fixes the bingo
Are you one
boards.
of the balls in, like, the rolly thing? I imagine those are just people, and you have numbers on you.
No. I do provide balls and assorted items.
Adrian, if you had to be a bingo ball, what number would you be?
Ooh, the real question.
15. I don't know. It's a nice number.
B15. Okay.
B15.
I would be 420.
That's not a number.
4 and 20? Okay.
That's a number.
You can't be 420.
420 is a number.
It is a number, but
look, I don't know how bingo works. Okay.
I didn't either. And then they hired me. And then I was like, oh. And they had long-winded conversations about bingo ain't what it used to be. And I'm like, it used to be something else? Like, I don't know what's going on. A whole storied past that I'm just a witness to.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting stuff. Not the crux of today's episode, but
just a fun tidbit.
We could play bingo.
It is a fun tidbit. But yeah, I wanted to ask about, as you said, David and Ash are your DM?
Yes.
And that's such a unique perspective. I wanted to see what it was perspective-wise from the player's side of things. How does it differ, or have you never had a game before with the one DM?
There's so many questions, Adrian.
It's okay.
Adrian.
We'll do our best. So yes, I am in Ash and David's game that they do on their Twitch. Again, shout out Catchy Cantrips. And then Laura's played with them as a one-shot
in the
car
on the way to
PAX.
Actually, yeah.
Hell yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
But no, I just Ash DM'd that. David didn't.
But still, you got her.
But yes, I got the Ash experience for DMing. Yep.
And then, so yeah, I've had a few other DMs, but it's always just been a solo DM. And when we first met Ash and David, and they were duo DMing, it was a whole new concept. Very weird. We didn't really know each other at the time. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Nothing else until 6 months later. And we're like, hey, let's just meet up.
Yeah.
And then we
moved to the same state as them. And then we just met up. And now we're like besties. So
yeah.
That's nice.
And so it was a brand new concept. And we did a session 0 with the other players. And we kind of got, a good feel for a dual DMing. I don't know what the right words are.
It's a very different concept than
there's two people.
Honestly, their chemistry together, though, I don't think it would work if you didn't have that kind of chemistry, because you have to be on the same brainwave.
True.
And all the stuff that they just have to make up, and they just they can do it on the spot. Mm-hmm. So I don't really know if it would work for everyone, but it does work for them. and it's just very intriguing because I don't really know how much they plan, if you can plan for what happens in a session.
Mhm.
But it works so well, and I don't know, they just do a great job of taking turns, and
they're like a really good, you know, when
Yeah.
there's like comedians out there who like always get paired together because they make such a good team
yes,
because of their chemistry.
Mhm.
It's like that,
yes,
right? Like good improv duo type situation. So I'm not a player with them for their campaign, but I definitely have had the VIP behind the scenes experience. So
and it's the same in person,
No big
behind the
deal.
scenes.
no big deal.
Casual.
And I did have about like 5 minutes of me pretending to be David,
Oh, you
As
did.
well,
Yeah, you did.
but I wasn't DMing.
You
We were
Totally
just
there.
embody
We were
David.
leaving.
It's so great.
Yeah, we were leaving, but they started a stream, and
Yeah.
then David had to walk away for a moment, so Laura stepped in and was David.
Sure was.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I might have been a
mustache
better
and
David
everything.
than David. No, that's impossible.
But a mustache?
Yeah,
I
No, she didn't
I
know.
did not wear a mustache. I
damn.
cannot corroborate
Okay.
this information. Didn't happen.
it's on a VOD somewhere. No, you didn't have it, but you did have a hat.
And I did do his dance.
You did do his
The
dance.
chat loved it. It was very silly.
I don't think I've seen this dance. I've been to a couple streams. I haven't seen David dance.
You gotta redeem it.
Yeah, you gotta go when
Yeah.
it's not Tuesday nights, and then you have to redeem David's irresistible dance.
Yes.
And then he will dance.
I have to now just sit there and gain
Yes.
points until I can do that.
Or you could just be like, "Hey guys, in the chat, I don't have enough points for this. Can someone do it?" And more than likely, someone.
So somebody in the chat will just donate.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I've had a really rough day. I need to see David dance.
That's-
Please, can somebody make my dreams come true?
Yes, that's a great way to do it.
That's the
Great way to do it.
Yep.
I did that for. I donated for a charity stream where one of the things was to for someone to dance, and I did that like 4 or 5 times. It was just so good.
Hey, it's a good way to get engagement, get money. I don't know, be silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, all for a good
Yeah,
cause.
Adrian, you don't always have to shave your head. You could just dance.
Everybody loves the shaved head.
Do you
I
do
look
charity
like a
streams
potato.
and shave your head?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
do a lot of charity streams where I shave everything here. you know.
Everything.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what day. No, that was I don't know what day I met you. Did y'all saw me with a beard, maybe or not? I forget.
I think
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Okay, the next
was
day
day
I
one.
immediately shaved it off, and I went in full clown makeup. Like I will do anything for a bit. I'm just. Everything will grow back eventually. Okay,
Yeah, it's
I am
just
not
hair.
afraid.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just hair.
100%. I've been considering that too. I'm like, you know what? If people donated enough to a specific thing that we are doing, but I would shave this.
No, you
I don't care.
wouldn't. We
I
have
have
a
a-
wedding coming up.
I would do it
For a good cause.
for a good cause. Exactly.
Listen,
After the wedding, she would do it.
after the wedding, I'm team wedding
Thank
over here.
you.
There's no way. You
I
cannot
I'm
touch it.
chaos.
By
I
then,
will
my
be
hair
here.
would grow enough to be like a little bit of a shag. It'd be cute.
Yeah, after the wedding, we can do that. You have a whole hairdo you want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't do that if you don't have enough hair.
Wigs exist. Wigs exist.
Absolutely not. No. Because it looks different. It feels different. It looks different. And like,
We'll just use the same hair after the shaving.
Just use the
Oh my
same
God.
hair.
Yeah, just put it back on for the wedding, and then just
You know, I didn't
That is an
even-
idea.
I didn't even
no.
think of that.
No. We're not. This is ignore that man, please.
there's obviously a division between both of us
I think so.
in the studio.
Yeah,
It's a
team
50-50.
wedding. Team Shay.
I'm very impulsive. So,
Oh, me too. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the ADHD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Undiagnosed, but Alex swears that
All I'm saying is, all of your friends are neurodivergent as fuck, and if all of your friends are neurodivergent as fuck, you've got to look around, and you cannot be the only for lack of a better word, straight person in the room.
I mean, I'm basically the straight person in the room most of the times, okay? Just a little questioning, but I haven't done anything, so like, I don't want to do false valor, you know? Like,
Adrian,
bad.
I'm so sorry to tell you, if you're questioning, you're probably not straight. I don't know.
I don't want to steal valor, okay? That feels like I'm not living the lifestyle. No.
Oh boy.
I love it.
Yeah.
You guys are funny.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We're something else. I will tell you that.
Oh man.
Tell me about Homebrew Coffee Co.
Do you want it?
Sure, yeah.
You're good
So kind of like our little elevator pitch would be that Homebrew Coffee Co. is a TTRPG inspired, fresh roasted, made to order coffee company. So we are coffee roasters. Very small business. So I think I'd classify us as a micro business.
Oh, yeah.
We absolutely love what we do. We started Homebrew in 2022. My goodness. So we're coming up on our third anniversary.
Mhm.
Holy smokes. Third anniversary for Homebrew is March 1st. And we've got a bunch of like really big things coming up, like a rebrand. And we're sitting down on Saturday to kind of hash it all out properly and set up a game plan. So yeah, it's kind of this combination of Kelly's love for coffee when we first started dating back in like 2021, and my sort of love for just like business and community and mental health. And I've been an entrepreneur for many, many years, and I just saw this spark in Kelly when she talked about coffee roasting, and I was like, this could be a thing. I could help make that a thing. And so we kind of melded minds and
Made it a
created
thing.
Homebrew Coffee and Co. Yeah, we love everything. We've like met so many incredible people.
Like you guys.
True. Good example right
shucks.
there.
Yeah,
I know, right?
We're new here. Okay. Can
Yes.
pause.
Yes.
Do you brew it like is it okay, where do you how does coffee?
How does
coffee work? How do you do coffee?
Adrian, put your hand down.
How do
I
you
have never one time thought about how coffee was made.
like?
I don't drink it. Not a thing. But like
That's fair.
how
That's fair.
coffee?
How does coffee? Coffee is grown from a plant,
A tree.
a tree.
Wait, we can
Kelly
we can
knows
go past
more.
there. I got
Kelly is the expert here. Why don't you?
So
yeah.
you get, it's kind of like, it's called a cherry,
Yes.
and it's the fruit from this plant, and
Mhm.
it's the seed. So the coffee bean is the seed.
okay.
Within that fruit. It's the pit. Like, you know, in cherries, the seeds,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you
yeah,
unpit. Yeah, it's that. And then it goes through many processes to get to the raw bean. And then from the raw bean, you cook it. And then it pops, it makes noises, it changes color, it loses, you know, a bunch of scientific-y things I won't get into. And it turns into coffee. And then you wait, you know, anywhere from at least 24 hours to a week, and then you grind it up and you drink it.
Okay, so then where does the Homebrew Coffee Co. where does that like? Because you have different brews, right? So then, are you making those brews, or are you outsourcing? Like, how that part?
Okay, so we order all of our coffee beans raw from different
Okay.
farms around the world, and we make sure first and foremost that they are either fair trade, organic, and or Rainforest Alliance certified. Our goal is to keep our costs low for people, but while also providing quality coffee. Just kind of plugging that in there, but because I'm just following where my brain goes. But yeah, so they come from different farms around the world. So we have Ugandan coffee, we have Brazilian coffee, we have
Colombian.
El Salvador, Colombian, other places, and I cannot remember. We've had Indonesian coffee. Like there's a ton of different, and depending on where you grow the coffee beans, it influences the flavor notes. So you can get more earthy tones and spicier tones from an Indonesian coffee, for example, and a lot of more African coffees like Ethiopia, Uganda, they'll have more of a chocolatey kind of flavor note to them. And you'll get your fruity ones from like South America, Central America. So like that, it varies depending on what's grown around the coffee plants. So it's really interesting that way. I didn't know any of this until
how much shade it gets, the soil. It's a whole science.
Yes.
It's crazy.
So we add nothing to our coffee. We simply just roast them to however our customers want it, whether light, medium, dark, and then we let it degas because it has to go through this period where it releases all of its carbon CO2. Thank you.
Carbon's right, yeah.
And
it's the C. It's the C.
Yeah, I was in there. I was like going to stumble through it, but
carbon dioxide.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, and then we send it off, and that's the process. We roast it here at home, and yeah, yep, that's my answer. Yep.
Is that just like
so your house smells
house?
Incredible?
Yeah.
So when it roasts, so not many people know this, but when you're actually roasting, it smells horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's a very unpleasant smell. It just smells like you're burning something. I mean, you can potentially burn it, but we don't, or if we do, we don't use it. And it just smells horrible. And so you have to have like all this proper ventilation and stuff because one, it does release a lot of CO2. And so it's also very dangerous to the roasters if it's not properly ventilated. All the, not fun things.
CO2.
Yeah, CO2. So it's just very important to have that. And then, like you don't want to smell it. Like it gets on your clothes, it gets in your hair. It's kind of like if you've been around a campfire for too long and you get that smoke and you wake up the next day and you smell it. Very similar to that. But when you wait the 4 days and then you grind it up, that smells delicious. That's when it smells good.
Gotcha. That's where it's at.
That's my favorite day.
A very nice smell every 4th day.
Yes.
I literally had no idea. I have zero background knowledge for this, so I'm so excited that this is a whole new topic that I know nothing about.
Yeah, there's a lot. And then like decaf is a whole other thing too, like how you get it decaffeinated. Some people use chemicals, some people just use water, some people use, I forget the other method that it is.
I don't remember.
We use the one of the most natural ones, which is just water. You're just running water through it constantly to get rid of all the caffeine.
The beans come that way though.
Yeah.
So we just specifically order decaf that's naturally decaffeinated, not chemically decaffeinated.
Gotcha. There's so much to that I've never considered, especially with the kind of business aspect to it as well. What is one of y'all's favorite your blends
that we have for sale, or that we like personally?
That we have on the website. Like.
Plug your shit. Plug it.
Your
shit.
You stop it.
Actually, I like the Pike's Peaks roast from Starbucks.
Pumpkin spice latte, please. Yeah, no. For me personally, I'm more of a chocolatey, fruitier kind of girl. So I like the chocolate and then the apple, which also happen to be our most popular. And then I don't know which ones you like.
I would say I prefer the chocolate and almonds.
Yeah.
And I believe apple is our most popular. Tart fruit is also very popular too. But I prefer the almond and chocolate.
Yeah, you like the nuttier flavors.
I like nutty chocolate. I should mix those.
You should.
Oh my goodness, it just dawned on me. I should
make
mix
a new
those.
blend.
Yes.
Real quick.
I guess, yeah. Okay. I'm getting it. Then you blend them together, and then they have the different notes together. I'm so smart.
Yeah.
That's
you
literally
just did
where
really
it comes
good math.
So pretty. It's fine.
there like a starter pack, or is it all just like one pouch? Like,
It's
what if I
literally
forgot
what
my
you said.
dad's birthday?
We
Sorry, I'm
have
looking.
an actual starter pack.
Adrian, are you trying to order for
We
Guy
have
right
a-
now?
Hey,
Right
yeah,
now?
a little bit.
We have a TPK and the starter kit. Yeah.
Yes. So we have a
TPK.
starter kit. It comes with 4 ounces. You can choose 4 different flavor notes, and you can have them whichever way you want. We also provide with like whether it's whole bean or ground, and if it's ground, then we can grind it up however you want. If it's for French press,
Yeah.
espresso. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
There's other things.
Espresso.
There's so
Yeah.
there's so many things that I have to ask my
Moreover.
dad
Yeah.
now.
Yes. And then we also have another one that is also 4 ounces. It's called the TPK, the Total Party Kit. And that one is a customizable one in the sense that you can, let's say it's perfect for gifts for like a group of players.
Mhm.
Because you can customize each roast name. So we already picked out names of all of our roasts on our website and everything. But if you get the TPK, you can choose the names to reflect your party member who you're gifting it to.
Gotcha.
And have
That's
your
pretty cute.
campaign name or party name on the bag too. So
Yeah. Can you guys hear our cat?
Yeah, it's okay.
I
Are
didn't
you
hear it.
sure?
I'm
Oh,
too busy
yeah.
looking for my.
She's
Looking
so
for my dad.
annoying
would you
right
like me to
now.
let her in?
Yeah, you might want to.
They're totally fine. We cannot be shopping. We cannot immediately start shopping.
Oh.
I mean, that's what you do.
You're not
Like every time someone has something, we're like, okay, we always like to try it out. What's it all about? And also a gift from my father. So
We do also
Yeah.
have hot chocolate for people who
Yeah.
don't drink coffee, and it's it's dairy free as well.
nice. That's
Mhm.
good. Since my brother is, I don't know what else is in it. I have to check, but he's vegan, so.
Hey, so are we.
Yeah.
It's
Check.
vegan.
Oh.
We're vegan, so it's
Yeah.
definitely vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, it's 100% dairy free and vegan.
Yep.
Wow,
Oh,
Dante,
and
just for
salmon.
you.
And organic.
He's right there.
All that lovely
Hear me.
stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
If he's listening, yeah.
How did y'all
Mhm. She's hungry.
find y'all's inspiration to kind of do this together? Like, did it just? I mean, you kind of talked about how you started dating and the love for
Mhm.
coffee, but like, what kind of said like we're gonna actually like jump into this? Because like that's kind of a big thing to just like, hey, we're gonna start a business.
Yeah. So it's something I've always wanted to transition into. I wanted to get away from my job as a nurse, and I'm still working towards that goal. I'm getting away from bedside nursing and into the long-term goal that was my retirement goal, but it's going to be pushed sooner, hopefully, into the new full-time job. And then, I don't know, Laura just made it be able to happen.
I'm gonna
That's a
tell you
simple
a
answer.
story
That's
because
a
I
simple
know
answer.
that that's a great answer. I'm gonna tell a story. Steri's gonna answer that question a little more thoroughly. Okay, so what happened was Kelly wanted to roast coffee for her party members from her D&D campaign at that time, back in 2021 for Christmas. So she was doing that, and then she was writing on the bags different, like naming the roasts after like reflective of each party member. And then I guess the story is not that long actually. I thought it was more to it.
It's not.
That's the story. And then I looked at her and I said, hey,
That's a business.
this is a business. And then she said, oh, and then we talked about it in depth. And then we came up with a name for her DM, and it was Homebrew. And then I was like, my head exploded with ideas because it do that. And then, whoa, now we're here.
Yeah.
Couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Old retirement dream now. Well, I mean, now future real job.
Future real job in the sense that we would like a coffee shop, a brick and mortar one day.
Yes.
But for now, we are online part-time pretty much. You can always order coffee from us. There's no closing hours. We are part-time.
And then you go play games.
Yeah.
And then you get to like hang out with your friends in like a third space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you guys at? No, wait. You don't have to dox yourself, but like Where you at?
So we live in North Carolina, but
Okay.
I am Canadian, so we plan on moving back up to Canada after I finish my schooling here, which is going to be like 6 or 7 years. But we plan on opening in around Ottawa, Ontario. That's the goal.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Sorry,
Yes,
American friends.
But we will always provide an online shop option.
Yeah.
For everyone.
Said always from Canada. Always.
Yes.
That's gonna be so fun. Yeah, no. Yeah. I just found out one of the game stores that I like or enjoy does summer camp for the kiddos. And I was like,
fun.
board game summer camp. Sign me
That
up.
sounds fun.
That's great.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be so fun.
So wait, would you be? Is it like board games or is it like RPGs?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
Because one, I don't have a child, and two, I don't currently live where it's at, so I don't know if it's. I don't know necessarily what they do as a whole. I just like that I saw it on the Instagram. I saw it on the social media and said, "Oh, that's a really cool
That's a
thing."
really cool
that
thing.
yeah, when I live in town, I could go and do.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Uh-huh.
Write that down. No.
Listen, I'll move to Canada. I got you. I'll write a whole curriculum. What you need? It could be. Listen, we could open. Oh shit, we could open up a coffee shop / what's the word for it?
I don't
Not
know.
a charter school. A private. Not private. It's not private. What is it? Homeschool.
Oh, yeah.
It could be a homeschool,
Yeah.
and we'll supplement it. What? Adrian, we got a business here.
There you go.
You keep saying these things and then we don't follow through is all I'm saying. You say like, oh, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. And I'm like, okay.
Hold on. Time out. The commune idea takes a little bit of time
Yeah,
to
it
gather.
does. Yeah,
okay?
you gotta get the
Yeah.
right people.
So
It's like everybody on our podcast is usually the right person, is all I'm saying.
Well,
Well,
there's a
what I'm
reason
saying is
there's a
we're gonna have this
reason.
populace.
There's a reason you picked them. to
Yeah.
talk to.
It'd be great for coming. Hey, I'm all for that idea. Honestly, we've actually talked about it in our Discord server about who would do what in the commune.
Yes.
So yeah, no, it's
We just
there.
collaborate, Adrian. It's
Yeah,
a
a
whole
long-term
metropolis.
collaboration.
Somebody's gonna one of these days somebody's gonna be like, yeah, I've got enough money, let's set a plot forth, right? If we just collect enough people, one person is gonna say, I have the financial backing, and that's the only thing we're missing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, can you kickstart my game Commune? It's only one game is out. It's actually just for me and my friends, but
did he do it?
They could be invited. They could be. It's fine. We just need to find the one person with money that could do it.
and that's not evil. So like, yeah,
That's
it's hard
the
to
hard
find.
part.
If
Oh,
all
man.
else fails,
Yeah.
we murder them.
But we're not in the
We
will.
eat the rich. Oh, dog.
Okay. Somebody has to set forth. Like somebody's got to do it. Okay, one person has got to marry that, get in the will,
Right.
and then we murder.
What?
And if we are all in it, what are they gonna do?
Okay. For the NIA that's listening, this is not real.
No.
Or FBI,
This is
In
all
Minecraft.
just
National Intelligence Agency.
I've never heard of them. Not from
Yeah,
Me
there's
either.
a reason,
Doesn't
right?
affect
Yeah. They don't want you to know about them.
okay.
This is not incriminating. This is just a joke.
We're playing
this is so
D&D. We're
Yeah.
playing D&D.
We love billionaires.
Not fuck them.
Down with the bourgeois.
To the fucking FBI agent, I fucking know you're listening. You know, you and I know.
Yeah.
They do know.
Fuck them.
We all know.
Listen, they don't.
They
you don't-
listen
they
to
don't
our
even pay you
phones.
that much, FBI.
True. Yeah, that's valid.
No, they don't.
They don't.
So really,
Who's really getting screwed?
Mm-hmm.
I did have a TikTok that I saw before, right the weekend of the ban for the 16
The
hours that we're
weekend.
not allowed
Yep.
on TikTok. Which I slept through the whole thing. It's like I didn't even get to enjoy the ban. I was sleeping. I didn't get to feel it. I
That might
didn't
be a
know
good
it
thing,
was.
though.
I
wouldn't
mean,
go through
I guess
withdrawals.
I felt so. Yeah.
Good.
I went. Anyways, I saw somebody post that like, is there enough time for my like FBI agent and my Chinese spy to like have a slow burn romance? And I was like, that's my dream at this point. I need
That could
that.
happen.
I need the slow burn romance.
Yes.
That's funny.
Right?
I like that. You know it's probably happening.
It's
I hope
if
so.
there's enough of them eventually, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen. They're gonna cross paths. Some way.
It's gonna be a meet cute, a faded meet cute. Oh, were you
If I got
stealing
to
his
initiate
information?
a
I was
meet
stealing
cute
his information. They touch files. I don't know.
They
Just
touch
thinking of-
Files.
No.
Our cursors cross up from.
Oh yeah, I can see this.
Yeah.
They're doing like a team
What
viewer
if-
type situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if it also comes a little more like you've got mail, like the shop around the corner? So they're
Nice.
like one person knows that they are and then just like hate each other, but at the end, like the dog comes up and like she's like, I wish it was you the whole time. And then like,
We can see it now.
what are you talking Adrian,
Yes.
why did you facepalm? You've Got Mail is one of the greatest movies of like the 20th century. Like, fuck off. Like, it's so good.
I don't remember this movie.
I haven't watched it in a long time, but I have
Okay,
watched
so
it.
everyone else was just like,
I also am atrocious with remembering movies.
Yeah, you are.
Anyway,
You
so
are.
like
We watch
if-
the same movie many times, and it's like the first time watching for her.
that's
great.
so great.
It's
Oh,
great.
My gosh.
I
Yeah.
love it. Personally.
Okay, but-
thing.
The shop around the corner is also a good version of it. It's just the older version. And they're writing letters. They're not writing emails to each other.
Oh, so it's more modern.
So the next version will just be what you think text or like snaps.
Snaps.
People don't text, do they?
Ooh.
I honestly don't know. I don't talk to people.
That's a good question.
I know.
People are hard to get hold
these
of.
days.
It's they gram each other, right? They Instagram each other.
Is that it, or is that too old now?
I don't.
I go to college with a bunch of young people. Like they're like
Oh,
18,
yeah.
20 if I'm lucky they're 20. All right. And
Yeah,
I've
that's
had
true.
them ask me like to add them on Snap and stuff. And I say no because I do not have that app anymore. I deleted it in 2016
No.
anyway. And so then I text them and they don't ever respond ever.
What
And I'm
the
like, I
hell?
know you're on your phone. So what's going on? And maybe they just don't like me and that's okay too. You know, I'm not upset, but I'm just wondering,
What the
is
real
this a
is.
thing?
Yeah.
Do people not like to
The
text
snaps.
anymore?
I don't know. I just like to call because I want answers now.
That's fair. Then you don't have to go through the whole. You
Yeah.
see the 3 dots, and then they go away, and then you see the
Yeah.
3 dots, and then they go away, and you're
That's
not
fair.
just there like,
Also, I'm very bad at texting back because I'll type out a whole message and then like I need to research something about this and then I go and then I never turn back to that message again. And they're like, "Why don't you text me back?" And I'm like, I hit send and I'm like, "Sorry, I just hit send." That's it.
This is very relatable.
you might have ADHD.
I
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
this is very ADHD actually, and then I forgot if you had that diagnosis or not. Which
Does
is
not.
I don't know. I
ADHD.
mean, like, is it worth it at this point? I mean, what are they
Yes.
gonna do? Are they gonna give me Ritalin? I
you
don't
can
know.
say no
What is
to
it called?
Ritalin.
you can say no to those things. I personally find diagnoses empowering and validating.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
And it's helpful if you ever go to school
Yes.
or ever go back or do
Oh,
whatever
okay.
you want to do.
This is yeah. I would say, Adrian, since you are still in that like boat of considering graduate school,
Yeah.
it probably would
would
hurt you
definitely
to have
help.
official.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
man. Like, it is
Okay.
so. It's always been hard. It's always been hard, but whatever. I mean, I got the bachelor's. I got my bachelor's.
That's
I got
great.
through it.
Mm-hmm.
Super. What? A year and a half extra? I don't know. Something.
Hey, you did it.
It's been
That's
You
amazing.
did it. But yeah, it would help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of Fs. Like random semesters throughout my career.
It happens.
You might
Listen,
have
and that's why I
ADHD.
met Alex.
I
'cause
know.
was
I know.
bad
That's
at-
why we know each other.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's crazy. Did I tell you about the game, Alex? The game that
that you just lost? Did you just
No.
lose the
Because
game?
you
I
forgot
lost
about
the
the
game.
game.
Anyways, no. There's
no.
a game that came out one
No, my
semester
streak.
of my years in college, where me and my friends played it all hours of the day and night, and we all collectively failed our classes that year.
Mm.
What game were you playing?
Was it World of
Arc
Warcraft?
Age. It was Korean MMO, and
Oh,
it's super grindy, and yeah, man.
you know, I absolutely should have failed out of college like so many times because the classes I really fucking hated. I played WoW like middle of the class. I would sit in the back, and then I would just be like, I'd be leveling up in WoW, and I would be playing with people, like actively in the middle of my guild, like playing
That's so
in class.
funny.
And
Yeah, I wasn't that bad when I'm in college now, but
Yeah.
when I was in college before, I did drop out. So it's not diagnoses help. Also growing as a person.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
World of Warcraft. What was your main?
Shaman. Torn Shaman.
no.
For the Horde. And then my secondary was a Undead Rogue.
Okay, Alex.
I was a gnome mage,
Cute.
No.
That's hysterical. I love it.
and I only ran ice or frost
Okay.
because she had blue hair, and that was before you could change when I did it was before you could change colors and stuff.
Mhm.
And so I refused to respec in any way, shape, or form, which just made everybody in my guild really mad because they were like, your DPS is so low, and I was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And then
It's
there
a
was
character.
one
As they
moment
should.
that I had. Yeah,
Like,
I
I've
was,
got
but I was like number
blue
2
hair,
for a
jerk.
second.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Look at her. Look at her.
She looks cool.
Um,
It doesn't matter.
yeah.
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 Her DPS
I was
is
number 2 DPS for a minute,
Mhm.
and then they fucked up frost stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
I quit playing during pandas. See, this is how you know you fucking real people play, because I'm like, I quit playing during pandas, and that was
Did you not
a
like
million years ago.
that expansion then? I would take.
No, I did. I just knew that if I kept playing it, I was never going to leave my house.
That's so valid. So I started in vanilla in like 2004
Okay.
or 2005. I know. And then played like off and on. So I've played every single expansion. Miss a Pandaria. Such a good expansion.
It's so good. No, I played all the way through my pandas.
Okay, yeah.
For
it's
sure.
so good. The pets,
Yeah.
introducing pets, I was like, game
Oh,
changer.
it's
Come
such
on.
a good idea.
Such a good
That's
idea.
why.
Right?
No, that's how I knew. That's how I knew I didn't need to. Okay. The amount of time that I was grinding mounts and fucking pets.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
What was I?
Mhm.
And I was completely leveled out in fishing. Absolutely not. Do I need to be playing that game?
Fair. They also, was it during Miss Pandaria that they introduced Blood Elves?
No, it was
Or was
Wrath of
it-
Lich King.
Okay.
Was it Wrath? Yeah.
It was before that?
Oh,
Okay.
no. The Crusade, Burning Crusade, sorry.
Oh, dang. Okay, because I switched.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Was it really that
think
early?
so.
I'm going to fact check this.
I don't
Bec-
play.
Go ahead. Because I know Burning Crusade had the big scar and the blood elves' homeland, and I think that's from that.
You know what I think? Yeah, I think Adrian is actually
You
right.
are correct. Dang, that was early. Okay, well, I started playing Blood Elves, I think after Panda or during Panda, and then didn't stop. Well, I did stop eventually. But it was a long time that I played the same main, the same character for like 7 years straight. I was like,
Yep.
this is
What was the
great.
class?
Discipline Priest.
Oh,
Absolute favorite.
nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think
So
I
much
was
fun.
I was so young when I started playing that I didn't know any better. I just saw a big number, put it on my character. I wasn't specializing on anything.
See, that would have been me. So I did like the 30-day free trial or whatever. I played for like
Mhm.
6 days, and I was like, I don't get it. And so I never played.
Nice.
We shouldn't
No.
get into it.
Oh, we won't.
We should.
Not again.
No.
I was addicted. I was full addicted as a teenager. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I play Diablo 4
Mm.
and it's just close enough, but just boring that I'm not like, I can't collect anything, right? So because you're resetting all of my shit every season, I don't get far enough and like grindy enough anymore.
Yeah.
But if I could keep it going and you introduced fucking pets, I
Pets
would.
are a game changer.
Kelly, I have a turkey in
I
World
know
of
you do.
Warcraft, and his name is Best Friend, and I love him. And I miss him.
I love that so much for you.
Thank you.
I really,
I love him
I'm
so
so
much.
excited for you.
And he's like one of the first pets that you could have gotten, like, from, like, way back when. So his quality is not very good because they don't update anything.
No.
So he just looks like a bunch of pixels. I love it.
Oh my God. Stop.
Yeah.
I did think about my favorite memory ever on World of Warcraft because it happened Christmas Day. Listen, and it happened very like once every 4 years. I remember like this thing happened because we were about to drive out from Dallas to Orlando for Christmas, like
that's a long drive
for Christmas
Holy
at
crap.
Disney World, right? It was Christmas, and so I woke up and I was like, I just need to get some of these things done for the seasonal stuff. And somebody in one of the major cities was like, "Hey, we're gonna raid all of the horde," and it was just like everybody on fucking reindeers,
fun.
and just like we went from oh my God, it was so magical. It was so silly and like. I don't know, 50 to 75 people just like running, and my computer's like, no, I can't do this.
Yes, it's so cute.
Oh my gosh. It was so fun. And
It's
as long
cute.
as we got all the seasonal quests, it was so fun. Oh, I love that. But then you got all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That's so fun. Yeah, you can have a reindeer
so
now.
fun.
That's fun.
Like a Christmas.
Have a
I've
reindeer
seen
mount.
some of the cool like mounts you can have.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We could probably nerd out about Warcraft all night. Yeah.
I don't want to go back. Is all I'm saying. Listen, I would always like go. It's like I'd go raid, and then like it was like dinner's ready, and I'm like, okay, I go downstairs, huck all my food in my mouth. I'm like, okay, Mom, what do you want to talk about? I'll talk about one thing. Come on, let's go.
Oh.
Like, calm down. I'm like, I gotta go. You want me to talk with you? You said I can't go back unless I talk to you. Let me talk to you.
Oh no.
I had sorority meetings the raiding day. I was like, we gotta go. We gotta wrap this whole meeting up. Quit fighting with each other. We don't give a fuck. I gotta be back at 8 to raid. Like, we gotta be done.
It's a thing.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. It's a commitment.
It is a commitment.
Everyone's got to show up for the raid. You got to know your bottles.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of glad I didn't fall into that hole. I don't know if I ever let them out.
I have no regrets.
Oh, and you shouldn't. You should all be very happy in all these wonderful memories you have. I'm just saying, for me personally, I'm glad I never fell into. It ruined my sister's. Well, it didn't ruin her life, but like, it consumed her life. Like, it's probably consumed all your lives, and I never saw her for a long while.
That's so sad.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I got into WoW because of a partner, because of a boyfriend. Like, he was like, hey, we're all going to start playing, and like, you should come play with us. And I was like, okay, yeah. And then we had our own little team, and then, you know, the things happen when you say no to proposals.
Yeah.
And then I found myself alone. Well, okay. So let me back up, because I wasn't completely alone, right? We were a little group, and then we found a guild, and so we were in that guild, and then we broke up because I once again said no to marrying him, which for whatever reason was the wrong thing to say. So then he quit playing, but I stayed in the guild, and then they were my friends forever, and then I quit playing. So then
that's great.
I know they exist.
That's a great
I do have a
ending to that
question.
story.
Did he propose in game?
Absolutely not.
You said yes.
Absolutely.
If that happened, though, right?
It was a no all around. He has no hair now. I made the right choice.
Oh my goodness! All right.
Priorities.
Nerds. You guys are all nerds.
You know?
No, we all are. It's a safe space.
I'm not a nerd.
I am so cool.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Jeez, Kelly.
Let me see if I can pivot away from this somehow.
It's like everything.
How'd y'all get into TTRPGs?
Ah, good pivot.
World of Warcraft. No, I'm kidding. Continue.
The World of Warcraft RPG, right?
My old guild leader. No.
Right.
I got into it during the pandemic. I moved away, and I think everyone was just so alone that my friend was gonna DM. Never DM'd in his life, but he was like, I want to play with friends and, people. So he started DMing, but he didn't know enough people who were interested in playing. So then I got my sister involved, and then I got my other friend who, we're all in different states, so it was all online. And then, we started playing, and I fell in love. Then I went down the Critical Role hole for a little bit, and then it escalated from there. And then when Laura met me, she fell down the hole with me.
Yes.
And now we're here. That's a short, sweet answer.
Yeah, I realized I could be really silly characters forever in these games, and it brings me so much joy to just be as chaotic and silly as possible.
Yep,
So
that's what you do.
that's my thing. Yeah.
Special with one character.
What's your most chaotic and silly character?
It's Eris.
Oh, okay.
Eris.
We have a chat RPG D&D thing that's in like a homebrew world in our server. It's like a private channel.
It's
with
a
DM.
play by text.
Yes.
Play by
So
post.
occasionally I guessed, okay, because I can't, there's no way I'm reading everything all the time. That's not happening. So I can guest occasionally, and my character is named, Eris. I forget her last name, but she's a rat queen. So think like Bog Witch on some level, and she has like dozens and dozens of rats that just follow her around and do her bidding for her. They steal from people for her. They cause chaos for her. She takes over, I think she killed a man and stole his shop.
You
and
also
then-
caused a horrible mass murder
Hey, we'll
with
talk
one
about
of
that
your
in a
muffin
sec.
bins.
My muffin bins.
Yeah.
Yes. So I stole a man's shop, and then I sold all of the goods that he had as my own and just profited. It was great. And then, and I think it was like really like jerry-rigged. Everything is just so, it's just so ridiculous.
She loves her Werthers.
Loves her Werthers.
Naturally.
They're unwrapped Werthers, though, that have been in her pocket, getting all the lint that she loves. She loves those Werthers.
She's an alchemist of some kind. I actually don't even know what class she is anymore. What is she? I don't
She's your
remember.
character.
I don't remember. But she dabbles in alchemy and makes potions.
They don't work.
Sometimes they help, sometimes they hinder.
They don't.
But she'll always try to sell it as if it's the best thing you'll ever have.
She's a con artist,
Definitely.
and we run her errands for her,
Yes.
and then death just fall. So the first errand we ran caused a massive explosion that blew up half the city.
It was a bomb. Yeah.
It was a bomb. The second errand that we ran, reluctantly, was it had like a pheromone to it, an in-game pheromone that causes like nearby, monsters and beasts to become rabid. And it made a whole bunch of trolls rabid, and so it just turned into a mass murder meets Saw level meets. It was horrible bloodbath that you caused.
The muffins and all that, I don't control what happens after the muffins are dropped off. The DM, that's all flavor from the DM. That means
Yeah. Wash your hands of it. It's fine.
I just
The
sent
murder
some
was not your
muffins.
fault.
I just sent some muffins.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
What
They
about
had
the
it coming.
murders? What matters?
What matters?
Exactly.
So Eris definitely causes the most chaos.
She might be evil.
She-
Depends on the day.
I mean, solid neutral for sure. Like
At least that.
Solid neutral.
Potentially chaotic.
Definitely
neutral.
not good, but evil bad.
It's fine.
But I do
Yeah,
want to
that's
dabble
nice.
into other RPGs. I want to do like the Mass Effect one. I want to do Tales of Exadia from the Dragon Prince because I love that show. I've thought about Avatar, but I've heard bad things. Well, not bad, but like mixed reviews.
Mm-hmm. Do you have it, Alex?
I do have, somebody actually donated it to me in my classroom. And that's why I looked over, because I was like, I haven't even opened it out of the... People are going to be so mad at me. I haven't even opened the shrink wrap. It's still just... It's just placed under there.
That's okay.
And then I've got, under my bed, I've got the starter set. Also, still in this plastic.
And that's okay.
So it's in good condition.
Half the time, it's
Yeah.
finding people to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
problem.
Alex.
Because I'm not DMing. I don't know what I'm doing.
I did do my first Adrian.
What?
Sorry. Let's talk about me. This week, I actually got to play with the D&D kids at school. And I was really sad because I went to the front and I was like, I'm going to pick up the kids. And I saw no kids and I was like, oh. So then I went back to my classroom and I was like so sad. And I was like, I really wanted to play D&D today with the kids. Like, I was so excited. And then they were just like hanging out in my room. And I was like, what the, like, of course you guys are. Like, of course you went straight into my room and they were like, we're going to play D&D. And I was like,
That's cute.
That's cute.
So, where we left off, we had trapped them in detention. We had to get everybody in the same room. And then I turned detention into an escape room. And so they had 2 puzzles to do. One puzzle I completely forgot the answer to, but I was like, I remember the general idea.
The concept of a puzzle.
Amazing.
I love that.
So they had to put tiles like in a pattern, and I forgot what the pattern was, but I do remember I was like, the colors were not touching each other. And so they fortunately had an NPC in which they could have help, just a little bit of help. And so they sort of figured out that the colors couldn't touch each other, and it was really cute. But and then they had a second one, which I completely forgot what the message was until I looked at the panels. But like Indiana Jones had to spell out something. Which was so cute, and the kids absolutely loved it. And listen, the puzzles were...
Do they know that you
the kids like
forgot
puzzles.
about all the...
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
good.
Absolutely not.
Don't let them know.
No.
That's really funny.
No. So it was the word one was the second one, so I had time to like figure out what I had actually said. And so it was very cute. But one child was like, I just step on all the tiles. And I was like, are you sure you just want to run out into the middle of this? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, okay. And then like,
here we go.
Immediate first step, like, hey, you've lost half your health. Like, I'm so sorry, but because of your stupid mistakes. And so they were a little smarter with like, okay, well, we're going to let the little barbarian hold on to the wizard, and then she's going to take her steps very carefully. And I was like, okay, cool, we can do this. And then they figured it out in time. But do they know what a mind flayer is? No. So I've given them their big bad, but they don't know what a mind flayer is. So I can once again just like live in this bliss that I can keep
That's
dropping
amazing.
hints that they're going to be like.
I love that.
That's so fun.
Yep.
That must be really fun.
It's so cute. It's so fun. Yeah. So yeah, you should just GM. Like, who cares? Like, it's write puzzles for your friends and then sit there and watch them.
The answers to the puzzles.
And then forget their answers. Yeah.
I did that, Alex, and I didn't do well at all. It was too complicated. Well, also because...
So the other thing is I have tangibles. Like, they had things in front of them. They had they had the color tiles to like place.
That's fun.
Smart.
Right, yeah.
That's smart. I thought about if I were to ever DM, it would have to be a dual DM with you.
Yeah.
The chaos.
You're super creative and I'm just the rules person for you.
She thinks she's not creative, but she's very wrong about that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm frozen.
Maybe I'd do that.
Can we-
It was like a one shot.
Can we go back to the beginning of this conversation where you said that you could blend coffees together and then you came up with all these creative names for them? Yeah.
We just talked about
No,
everything.
we were simply saying that there's creativity that is not being acknowledged
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
in the room.
Yeah.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
There's
Yeah.
uniqueness in what
We
people
can.
do, and it's even though it doesn't seem creative to you, it is differently viewed by others, which causes it to be creative.
Those are some wise words.
So creativity is in the eye of the beholder,
Pretty much.
You guys.
perhaps.
Very
Hey,
wise.
psychology degree. What did I do? I barely passed. C's get degrees.
That's right. That is
It's all my
absolutely
history
true.
stuff, okay? It's not the psychology part. The psychology part I did very well. The other stuff that I had to do because of laws, I don't know, was just like, oh, also the chemistry thing.
Technically laws, yeah. You're right. And the math thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thing, which I tried to do.
There's a
minor
whole
math.
bunch of things that affected that GPA. Yes, my love. Yes. We could set your major GPA and just check that out. We could run those numbers.
Yeah, there you go.
Later.
I got you. Yeah.
Can I just say I did
Yeah.
very good at work? I mean, I'm loved by all. Can I just put that as my GPA? Come on, school.
I wish.
I was a joy to have in class.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what
There
I
you
needed.
go.
Was a joy.
Yeah.
Didn't do well
Was a joy.
academically, but was a joy to have.
You got the participation points.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I
Needs
am-
to focus, but a joy to have in class.
It's hard. They just keep talking to me. What am I supposed to do? Listen? Ridiculous.
That's funny.
Ridiculous.
Like their
What am I
job.
Ugh.
Is it their job to talk at me? Ridiculous.
You guys are funny.
Ooh, sorry.
It's wild. That's wild.
Yeah, we're like if Alex yeah, I think Alex only showed up the last night at PAX. So
Oh, were you
and
there?
we barely interacted.
I was so listen. I stepped into that bar
Yeah.
one
Yep.
time, and there's no way you could have gotten me back
I
in that
feel
room.
that's fair.
There's
Yeah.
no way I would have wanted to. And I went to a concert before when I stepped into it the first time, so it was already like over. I was over everything because it was the pit was very rowdy, and it should not have been as rowdy as it was, but it was, and so we soldier on. But knowing that exists is I won't.
It was a lot.
It was very loud.
It was
in
a
there.
lot. The Saturday
Sonically,
night.
a hellscape.
Oh my god, horribly. You could probably hear us 2 blocks down. Like it was horrible.
No, you walk into that like
You're
I
hit
I
with a wall,
I
yeah.
opened the door up. Yeah,
A wall of
to the
force.
hotel, and I was like, oh, absolutely not. It was awful.
Yeah.
I would have gone to the Catch You Can trips, but I just wasn't in. I wasn't in. My flight got in the next day. But like that stuff, that's fine with me. But like that, no,
Mhm.
that was a hellscape.
That's fair. We
my
almost
tism
didn't go
hands are
back.
like, ugh.
Yeah. It was so much. It was so much.
It
And
was a lot.
I was like, look, if we're going back, we have a timeline and we're going to get in, we're going to get out. Because
yeah.
it was a lot. But it got better. I think the second night was,
Oh yeah.
was fine.
Yeah.
It was that Saturday night. Like,
Saturday night was awful.
Saturday was-
yes, that's the night I walked in.
Oh,
yeah,
gosh,
that was the
yeah.
worst night to walk
Yeah,
in
it
on.
was.
Yeah,
It was overwhelming.
and I found Adrian.
Mhm.
Right? I found you. And then as I was like getting up to go, I turn around and like David was just like sitting in the chair behind me, just like earphones on and just like ignoring everybody to the world. And I was like, oh, yeah, there's people like me, and this would have been me like me and David would have just sat there and just been like, okay, cool. Like absolutely
Yes.
not.
There were a ton of
Mm-mm.
people in that space who were definitely overstimulated.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
It was fun though. I met a
So
lot of
fidget
cool people.
toys there.
Yeah. Oh my god. They
Oh,
make
We
so
had
much
that
money.
idea. I literally have one right now. We have we had that idea. Ash, David, Kelly, and I were
Don't
like,
share it too much.
never mind.
now.
What idea? What's a fidget
Yes.
toy?
We'll cut this off. We'll cut it off. It's just for y'all.
I've never
and
heard
us.
of
I
that
don't
before.
know.
Hey, I'm just saying, there's a hole in the market. You stand outside of a convention center selling fidget
Yeah.
toys, you're gonna make some money.
I got your fidgets.
Yeah,
You want your noodles. I got your ice cube.
Exactly like that.
I got the ones that spin.
These ones spin, these ones click, this one's squishy.
You want an ice cube?
Yes.
You need some metallic beads? What you got? You need some magnets? What you got?
Yeah.
What,
Just the
texture?
other.
You need the rings?
You want to spin? You want to flick? What do you want to do? I love it.
That should be a cosplay.
no.
Please, someone do that.
I was, just as you said that, I thought of it. So
Oh.
maybe at the next convention, I'm going to do that.
You're in a trench coat. Just
That's hysterical. I love it so much.
That's so funny.
I'll just wear sunglasses and like a fedora.
Yes. Yes.
And a
milady.
long trench coat full of fidget spinners.
On the other side of the coat, it's the like either the QR code or the little block to scan everything. So you can sell it.
You make a killing.
I know.
If anyone does that, they would
I
make
think-
a killing at a convention.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think if you get like wholesale loops in that too.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
so loops on one side and then
Always
like
forgetting the loops.
fidgets.
Yeah. I need to try those.
I have misplaced mine.
Like the loops?
I have a
I've
set on
sent
my
them to
keys.
you
Sorry, that's
before
why I look.
for me.
Oh, like the ear things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Mhm. 'Cause
genius.
I want them.
Yeah. Especially at that hotel.
Ooh, that would
Oh,
have been nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have the loops.
If you just go around and everybody like, hey, can you just like lower your voice? Just like,
But then no one can hear over the other people.
well, then you're all whispering like within your own little sphere. You should be able to hear your whispers.
Whisper, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you just get really close to my face and like we can have this conversation like nose to nose?
That crosses a line for me. That crosses a line.
I think
for
so
me.
too. Definitely crosses the line.
Nose to nose.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you were at PAX. Oh, well, if we ever see you again, I don't know if you guys plan to go to Gen Con. We are going to try.
We will be.
We should try.
Yeah. That will be the
Well,
next
we
time
were-
where we meet our overly stimulated, loud events.
I'll have the trench coat.
Yeah.
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 Sounds
It'll be
good.
needed. It will
All
be
right.
needed.
We've hit the hour mark. What's it called? Where can they find y'all?
Yeah, so we are on Instagram at Homebrew CCO, or you can find us on our website and order coffee from there, or dairy-free hot chocolate at the homebrewcoffeehouse.com. You can also find us on Discord, so you can find that in our link in our bio on our Instagram. But that's it. We're on just those platforms.
In Threads. But I
And
guess
Threads.
that's technically
But
kinda
that's
Instagram.
like Instagram's limb.
Yeah.
Meh, you know?
Same.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we
It's
try
always
to stay
trying to
off.
move you back and forth
Yeah.
between the two.
Yes. It's trying to do that traffic generation thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, that's where you can find us. And we are not on any other social media platforms really, because social media is
Exhausting.
overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
Exhausting. That's what I was going to
Wow.
say.
You finish each other's sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, dear listener, for joining us on another episode of Dungeons and Degrees. You can find us wherever pods are cast, so be sure to send it out to your friends, families, enemies to lovers, your slow burn romance between your FBI agent and your Chinese spy, please. You can also rate us 5 stars wherever you can. Please go do that. It helps share our platform to new listeners. You can also find us on most of the social media sites. I'm not going to say all of them now because we can't, but you can find us at Dungeon and Degrees. Talk to us there. We'll respond. You can also help support our programming by joining us on Patreon. where you get ad-free episodes and secrets behind the DM screen. And if you really enjoyed this, just help us grow and share, and we'll be at LubbockCon next, which is in a couple weeks, in a month actually. Recording time. It is in February, and then we'll probably be out at Gen Con. So there's our next two meet and greets.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for listening. My name's Adrian.
And I'm Alex.
And we're Homebrew.
Oh, sorry. I don't understand body language. I was like, why are they pointing at us? And we are Laura and Kelly from Homebrew Coffee & Co. Thank you, everyone.
No worries. Yeah, go have some fun.
Oh.